Today we're going to do a quick eyebrow tutorial using the smudge eyebrow pencil, and we're going to carve our eyebrows with using the smudge foundations. I have mine in almond and toast. So the first step that you need to do is actually lay down your eyebrows. You can twist them, but I don't like twisting my eyebrows. You can lay down your eyebrows using, I use regular clear soap. I'm using a brush like this. So now that they're laid down, I'm gonna open my pencil. It looks like this, and this is the head. I'm gonna take my mirror and I'm gonna draw a line on the bottom, just like that. I love this smudge pencil because it's very pigmented. You've drawn your line underneath your eyebrow, draw another line at the top, and then just like that, and then you start filling it in using stroke like motions like that. And if you're worried about how long your tail should be, it's okay. Just take your pencil, put it on the side of your nose and on the side of your eye. This is where your tail needs to end. You take it again, put it on the side of your nose, right across your pupil. This is where your arc should be. And then aside your nose, this is where your eyebrow should start. But once you get used to it, you don't need to do that. You fill it in, and then I take my brush, I perfect it, and then now I'm just gonna carve it out with these foundations. If you've gotten to this point, this is where the two foundations come in. You can use a concealer, but I just use a foundation because I can't find my concealer. I'm gonna use both of these foundations. I'm gonna mix them because they're my shade, but I suggest use a foundation that is of your shade to carve the upper part of your eyebrow, and then a lighter concealer or foundation to carve out the lower part of your eyebrow. So I'm gonna carve out the lower part of my eyebrow using this foundation in the shade Toast, and a flat brush like this one. I'm gonna put it at the back of my hand, just a small amount. I'm gonna take my brush like that, and I'm gonna carve it out. Just like that, and then you blend it in. Now that you've carved out the lower part of your eyebrow, blend it in with a beauty blender. I bought this one from Clicks, they're very cheap. And then now I'm gonna use my shade for the rest of my face for my foundation, and a different brush. The reason we use different brushes is because we don't want to contaminate the lighter foundation or the lighter product on the upper part. So I'm gonna take this brush and my shade of a foundation, and I'm gonna carve or slash shape the top part of my eyebrow, just like that, just the way you like it. Some people like their eyebrows very thick. Some people like them maybe medium size. I like mine this size. I don't think it's big or thick. I don't think it's small. I just think it's the perfect size. Now I'm going to show you how to do the rest of your face using, or maybe how to apply your foundation. You don't need a lot of products. Remember, I have two shades, the smudge foundations in almond and in toast. I'm going to use this lighter shade. I'm going to use it as a concealer because remember, I don't have a concealer. So I'm teaching you how to multitask, how to work with products that are not for that specific part of the face, but you can still make it work. So I already have a foundation of my shade at the back of my hand. I'm going to apply it to the rest of my face. Obviously, after you've primed your skin, gonna do like so, just like that. And I'm gonna take this shade that is lighter than my skin, and I'm gonna apply it to areas where I normally apply concealer, here. I think I'm running out of time, so we're gonna be forced to go to part 2. Then after you're done with this part, you can blend in everything, and then we can go to contouring. Done applying those products, you're gonna blend in everything using a beauty blender. I bought mine from Clicks. I'm gonna start blending in from the lightest to the darkest. Remember, we haven't started with our contouring yet. We're gonna get to that part. The privilege of using a foundation as your concealer is that you don't have to now use a concealer again on top of that foundation. And now you're saving products, you're not building up products, you won't look cakey. And remember, we're going for a simple look today. I'm just preparing myself to go to the mall. Like that. Blend everything together. We're going to contour our face using another foundation again. I'm using the Fit Me foundation from Clicks in the shade 380. I contoured my nose, my cheekbones, my forehead, and my jawline. Now I just have to blend everything together. After you've blended everything together, this is how you should look. Now we can move on to our dry. So we're going to move to the dry products to do the rest of our face, but I'm really in a rush, so I'm just going to jump in to the eyes, and then I'm going to do the rest of the makeup. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I've been seeing this a lot on TikTok and YouTube and on our reels. People would use a lipstick as their base, so we're going for a reddish eyeshadow look today. It's not gonna be too much, hopefully, and I'm gonna use this as my base. I bought this lipstick from Mr. Price Scarlet Hill in the shade, oh, it's written Pucker Up Liquid Lippy. Pucker Up Liquid Lippy. Basically it's red. Looks like this on the inside of the application, and I just hope I don't regret this, honestly. I'm gonna apply it on my lid. Just like that, and then we're gonna jump in with a drier product to set it. If it doesn't work out, we're just gonna have to remove it and do something else that is much different. Ooh, now I just have to blend this in. Now I'm blending it in using this brush. Hopefully it doesn't come off, but it doesn't look like it's coming off. Blending the other eye, and then we'll move on to the next. Now our next step is using the drier product to set the eyeshadow. I bought this palette from Take A Lot, and I'm gonna go in with, ooh, Lord. We're gonna go in with this shade to set our lipstick. Yeah, just like that. I'm just gonna set everything. It's actually very nice. I like it. Now I've set the base with a dry, what am I saying? With a dry eyeshadow. We're done with that step. Now I'm just gonna blend everything together. I'm using this shade right now and this brush. I'm just gonna dip it in those two shades to give depth to the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna, ooh, don't go too far ahead from your initial product. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna blend everything. Okay guys, so this is how it looks like when you've blended everything. Now you can do the other eye so you can match them. From there we can move on to our dry products for the face.